Hello, 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 welcome back to the continuing adventures of Gungnir as he treks through the dungeon. Gungnir is my deep dwarf earth elementalist of Maghleb, and as of now, he's been doing pretty well for himself. Just a quick recap of where we're at. I've gotten all of my spell castings up to excellent. Oh, I didn't even realize Stone Arrow is now hungerless, so thank God for that. Oh, it's not. I have a potion of brilliance, that's why. But when that goes back, it'll be average hunger. It's nothing too spectacular right now. In terms of skilling order, I'm currently bringing up shields and spellcasting, though frankly I'm not sure why I'm focusing spellcasting like the way that I am. I would almost be satisfied to just have it going up passively. Yeah, it's at 25%. Let's just trickle in, because I would like the shields to go up first. Actually, no, my casting accuracy is fine. So yeah, spellcasting is a good choice. Sorry, I went back and forth on that a bit. I'll leave Earth Magic off for a little bit longer. In terms of item ID game, I've been gradually identifying stuff as I go. I have a nice spread of useful blasting wands and a couple healing items. I think just potions of healing. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and quaff the remainder of my potions one after the other, just to get them out of the way at this point. There we go. So that's just a few more IDs under my belt. The only potion that really scares me is String the Potion of Mutation. Yeah, I picked up a resist cold piece of armor, but otherwise nothing of note. And oh yeah, the Shield of AC was a while ago. And yeah, that's basically where I stand. Maghleb Piety up at 3, doing alright. Now, in the last video, something rather alarming happened just before the end. I encountered Snorg and a rather large group of enemies, including these few Earth Elementalists, or Elven priests, by a altar of Yuredmul, and a circle of electric eels guarding the door to the lair on the 8th floor, which is the earliest the lair can spawn. I managed to dispatch many of the guards, but Snorg lives and is guarding the door as we speak, so I can't exit the lair comfortably. I'm going to start doing my run now. I can't exit the lair with him guarding it, without, taking significant risk of serious injury and death. Oh, let's actually see what the hunger costs. No, Stone Arrow is naturally hungerless without the need for a potion of intelligence. And that's perfect because, again, that's my lair spell, so I got it up and running by the time of lair without any real heroics, which is great. It means that the skilling order I picked, admittedly a little randomly, was in fact perfectly adequate. The reason I was holding off on healing up from 50 was that my Maghleb Piety means I can get back health by just killing stuff, and sure enough, that's exactly what's happening. And now I'm at max health. So yeah, the way that I'd said it before, where vampiric draining is the most useful thing you can have early game, but actually, you know what? If I mark the staircase as do not exit, there's a 50-50 chance I walk right into Snorg's arms when leaving, and a 50-50 chance that I'm fine, which beats a 66%, 33%. Most likely he'll have wandered away by the time I remember to leave, but whatever. But yeah, whereas starting out a Necromancer is a more stable start in my opinion, or at least a simpler start, it doesn't give you Mephitic Cloud, so it's not like it's a ungodly better start, and you have no guarantee of ever finding an Earth book. For example, if I had started a Necromancer this very game, I'd still be waiting for a spell that I felt could comfortably get me through the lair, and I'd probably be forced to rely on large groups of summoned skeletons, which is a risky strategy at best, since whole hordes of skeletons can die quite easily in Crawl. Wish I was a little bit faster. Character movement speed, not play speed. Play speed I'm happy with. So my goals for the lair, well, goals is kind of too strong a term. My hopes for the lair are to find another book, and I just found a scroll of requirements, so awesome. Let's see. What do I want? I like good armor. Armor is always a nice thing to have. I'm satisfied with my ability to heal for now. Gold is useful right now. Well, gold is theoretically always useful, but in practice, I haven't yet found a item that I wish to purchase with gold, and I'm not short on it or anything. So it's theoretically useful more than anything else. Staff, nah, I don't like enhancers. I end up preferring a good weapon. I'm gonna go with getting armor, I suppose, right now, and just it's 50-50 if I care or not. Oh, it's the helmet that I want, so that's good. And it's not a bad helmet, it's a good helmet. Gives me the ability to evoke a blink. Damage up, rage up. Not really a huge fan of this item, in all fairness. Evoke blink seems a little bit wasteful to me, since I'm going to eventually have the item ability. But, you know, I'm not going to scoff at what I've gotten, because right now I don't have the ability to blink, and now I do. And it's a good helmet overall. Device recharging, no, sorry, Berserk Rage, I don't think I will ever make use of, but it's there as well. Let's keep spellcasting on, keep shields on. Once shields levels up to 4, I'm going to drop it in favor of, I'm kind of spreading out a lot, actually. I shouldn't be doing that. We'll keep spellcasting on slow burn, but now that I have naturally hungerless earth arrows, I'm content to actually boost my damage again. So let's bring up earth magic primarily, and trickle into everything else. Yeah, invocations would be the appropriate, not invocations, evocations would be the appropriate skill branch. Actually, that's what we're going to do. We're going to drop shields and turn on evocations until evocations is high enough that I automatically succeed at blinking. That way I have a way to escape from a dangerous melee foe. There's no way I can split those guys off from each other, is there? Or maybe I can. Let's go ahead and get my AC up and one-shot him. Want more mana before facing a frog. I'm treating Stone Arrow roughly the same way that I would treat Isekundurun's Mystic Blast. Yes, please switch back to your main weapon. In fact, switch to stones. Dart. And thus far, it's proving to have roughly the same damage capacity. If anything, it feels a little bit stronger, though that's probably just because I'm an Earth Elementalist, and Earth probably factors into its damage calculation somewhere, your Earth skill, as opposed to IMB, which is just a pure conjuration. Not knocking IMB, mind you, I mean, it's a wonderful spell. Actually, this being a level 3 spell works really to my advantage, because it becomes naturally hungerless faster, and I get off more shots. Neither of which are a bad thing. Yeah. Okay, so far so good. Layer 1 cleared. Holy, that's a lot of bad mamma jammas. Let's blow away the quick ones. Alright, let's blow away the slow ones. Let's bring him upstairs with me. Stone Skin. Stone Skin being unnecessary because he's not that powerful. Wow, I already leveled up the stuff. Evoked Blink is up to very good, so yay for that. Turn on Stone Skin before entering the floor. Bring them all up with me, why not? All the shields. The shield is playing a wonderful role in blocking attacks at this point, which is kind of why shields are awesome. Also one of the reasons why, well, I guess staffs can be wielded one-handed. I'm just used to playing as the Spriggan for so long, and the Spriggan can't wield a buckler and a staff. Okay, and now that's rotten, so I didn't even get to sack it. Eventually I'm going to face Hydras. When I face Hydras, I'm going to need a better plan. I'm going to need some stronger level of assuredness that I'm not going to die. I don't have that right now. Probably not going to face a Hydra until D3 or D4, or L3 or L4 though. They don't usually come up very high. Are those ordinary stones? Good. I need more stones. I've allowed myself to come very close to starving, and yep, there we go. I put my faith in the heart of the cards, and it rewards me with 5 blue eyes white dragons. Wait, what? ID the ring. See invisible. Definitely happy to have that on hand. Oh! I have another scroll of requirement. Where the hell did that come from? Going back to layer 1, I'm going to drop this securely over here. I really shouldn't sit on this, though. I should really figure out what I want to do with it and then do it. I don't have any boots. There's always a chance it gives me reasonable boots. I don't have good jewelry. I have an acceptable ring. The +4 int is good for now. See Invisible is kind of useless. It's a good utility ring as a backup. I might end up wanting more gold at some point, so I'm just going to hang on to it. If I feel the acute need for anything, I'll go back and try for it. If I don't find another book, for example, before getting to the bottom, I'll try it out and see if I get maybe an Earth Elementalist book. We'll see. Sacking everything, and new book. Almost at the same time I said, Hallelujah, 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 Hallelujah. I don't know how that song ends. Mephitic Cloud, and I am officially playing the same goddamn awesome caster I always play. That's actually a way of an exaggeration, because I'm not going to build conjurations nearly enough to make it worthwhile, probably. And, yeah, none of these are simple enough. Evaporate, I might actually be able to reasonably pick up, since transmutation and earth go hand in hand, the way that conjurations and ice go hand in hand. But, I might not ever make use of it, because I don't have the ability to generate potions with fulsome distillation or whatever. Conjure Flame could prove useful in blocking corridors. Normally I scoff at this spell, but it's a good utility based on my position. And I really need to take the time to figure out how Pass Wall works. So you know what? I'm going to actually stop what I'm doing and Google Pass Wall right now. Because if it does what I think it does, it's a fantastic spell. If it does what I think it turns you into like a rock worm that you can move through walls. So let's figure that out. Allows the passive cast through a short range of solid rock in a straight, orthogonal, or diagonal path. The transfer is instantaneous, requires an uninterruptible setup phase of wall depth +1 turns. The maximum range is a function of earth magic skill and spell power, ranges from 1 to 13 squares. The minimum guaranteed range is a function of earth magic skill alone and ranges from 1 to 4 squares. The rock must be next to the wall and prompts for a direction if the wall will do nothing. Say the rock feels extremely deep. You have a chance to pass through a wall, but you feel this time this will say you fail to penetrate the rock and attempt anything with the rock. Oh, so this is not a passable wall. This is actually really interesting. This is actually a really, really interesting spell. I love that Crawl makes me think of clever ways to use spells instead of just feeding me in like an instant win spell every time. Don't get me wrong, if there is an instant win spell, I'll always take it. I am totally trying to win, but when I'm putting a limitation of trying to play a certain way, this is a cool spell. Though, for those of you who didn't catch my spiel and didn't know, the idea is, say I was standing here, it would take me 2 turns to use Pass Wall on this wall, and I would instantly be here. Say I was here, it would use 5 turns to use Pass Wall on this wall, and I would instantly end up here. So if I'm being pursued, I can potentially use this to escape. That said, the number of turns I would have to wait for the cast to kick in may prove inhibitive. Of course, there's always a chance for a spell to fail. I'm going to pick this up because at 3 spell levels, it's a great utility to have on hand. I would like to get Poisonous Cloud or Freezing Cloud just because I know how powerful they are and how useful they can be. But in the interest of maintaining the run as it's meant to be, I won't. Plus, a Deep Dwarf isn't really -1, -1, -3 with another -4 tacked on top, -2. He isn't really set up to learn this stuff. So let's continue with the current setup exactly as written. In fact, I almost want to drop spellcasting at this point because I don't really need extra spell levels this minute, and my mana is enough for the time being. So let's see how close we are to a level up. We're not even close. So yeah, we're going to drop spellcasting for the moment and focus on Earth Magic and Evocations, try and bring Earth Magic up to 16. And of course, what would have before been an interesting challenge to try and make work with several individual shots of my crystal spear now is reduced to a mephitic cloud plus a Lee's rapid deconstruction. Kaboom! Kaboom! Let's go here too. Kaboom! Oh, they all are so dead. Yeah, let's do another one. Kaboom! Okay, now I'm out of mana. Completely. Thank God for mephitic cloud, or this would be a very dangerous scenario. I'll wield the stones and blast him. There we go. That's done. I can't eat this just now because he's standing too close. Blast him, and now we start eating. And you know, wouldn't you know it, just one of them is more than enough to satiate, so we'll sack a bunch of rams to Machleb. Machleb piety isn't quite maxed, but it's not that far. So here's my thought process. I'm going to go up and try and face Snorg again, because Snorg is not immune to Mephitic Cloud. Mephitic Cloud gives me the means to take him on. Stone Skin is now boosting me up to 14, which is reasonable, and I do have an evocable Blink, which I can use in a pinch. Let's get some minor servants of Machleb up and active. That's a fair number. And wouldn't you know it, Snorg is nowhere to be found. I'm going to shout and then head in the direction of the last known group of dangerous enemies. There they are. I walked right into that on accident. I'm going to let my allies finish the job. Awesome. They summoned even more allies. Cast a Mephitic Cloud to aid our victory. Okay. Nothing to eat. Oh, you're edible. But I'm going to sack you and eat a bread ration because I've already burnt a lot of Machleb piety setting up that whole stunt. Sack the Machleb. Okay, so far nothing of note. Snorg I know is still hanging around, but without knowing where he is, he's not by the door. I don't have to be as scared anymore. Let's go. Let's in fact remove this this exclusion here. Okay, so far so good, and I think I have time to do one more floor. Let's go down again. Building up stone skin, but now I feel very powerful. Now I feel powerful enough. Okay, I have 100 stones. That's amazing. Sedimented potion, potion of slowing. Go upstairs, wait it out. Yeah, I think I'm powerful enough to take on a Hydra, actually, at this point. I don't want to find out that that's not true, but I do have a couple escape mechanisms. I can blink repeatedly if he catches me, and, you know, in that manner avoid taking some damage. And, oh, I can't take on 2, but I can definitely take on 1, so... Psst. It's like throwing rocks at your window to get your attention. If, you know, a giant toad was a pretty girl, which would kind of be the opposite of the frog prince, so, you know, maybe that could actually... You know, I'm just going to stop now. Too many analogies crossing over. Okay, I'm going to attempt to pass wall through this wall. So let's see how that goes. I don't have enough power to get through the wall, because you have to have enough power for each individual square. So at this point, 4 squares is too many. Let's see if I can do 2 squares. Cool. And as my earth magic becomes more powerful and my transmutation becomes more powerful, I'm pretty sure that will help. Sack it. Quaff it. Okay, I just burned the cure mutation, so from now on I have to be worried about mutations. Like, I have to be careful before I test quaff potions, because any one of them could permanently mutate me with something terrible. Alright. Oh. Mephitic. I have that now. And once I have like this A-B combo, the Mephitic Cloud followed by a strong Conjuration. Oh, please focus the goddamn toad. I know how to handle the lair. I've beaten the lair with this combo 100 times. New book. Yes! Yes! Oh, lucky, lucky me. I got the Book of Earth, the high-level Earth book. This is like finding a Book of Power for an ordinary Conjurator Mage. And I could have sworn there was another book there. Nope, just the unreadable one. Let's see what I already can do. I'm not yet at the point of doing statue form, but that is my priority to get it online. Once that's online, I'll be very powerful. Iron Shot, I'm kind of meh about. It's useful and all, but it's so expensive food-wise. I should probably have it so that I can use it against enemies that require me to use it. Shatter will be the ultimate goal. I don't know how it works, but it's a level 9 pure earth spell. Actually, it's a pure earth spell, so really there's no excuse to ever turn off earth magic anymore. I have a +3 aptitude and all my spells key through it, so earth magic never goes off again. Evocations, fuck, I gotta finish it, so I'll let it go up another level. Actually, Evoke Blink is already at great. No, I should really play properly. Let's let it finish. Transmutations, I really want to start trickling mana into now, because that's gonna eventually let me do the Stone Skin, and Stone Skin is gonna be my game changer. But we'll start by picking up Iron Shot, because I'm more likely to attempt it than I am to attempt statue form. Okay, so that's done. Sack the corpse, go upstairs, and then come back down. That little trip should buy me some mana. Okay, that was fantastic. So this is why I was so keen to get into the lair and finish it, because obviously you find good stuff there. I mean, everybody knows that, but I mean, look at the stuff that I found here. It's awesome. Golden Ring, Ring of Wizardry. Ooh! Let's go ahead and put that on instead of the Invisible and see what I can cast now. This brings Dig up to Excellent, and Dig is a very good spell. I can't believe I didn't even notice it. Maxwell's Silver Hammer, I don't know much about. Let me read it. I know I've read it before, but... Oh, yeah, it like applies Crush to, It like applies Crush to a weapon. It's not that useful for me, since I'm going more magey. Oh yeah, the castables. Iron Shot is up to very good, which is fantastic. That's actually reliable to my mind to use against Hydras and the like. Oh, what's the hunger on it? Honeycomb. So that's not even terrible. I can actually legitimately use that. And statue form is fair. If I focus Earth Magic and get it up 6 more levels, there's a very good chance I could be casting statue form before I'm even done with the lair. Let's go ahead and finish this floor, and then I've got to quit because I'm already kind of pushing my time limit for the day. Or at least for this video. Butcher or sack? Butcher or sack? Sack. I have way too much food as it is. In fact, I should probably go upstairs and dump these food rations at some point. There's no need to be carrying around enough food to feed an army, since, you know, my armies don't need to be fed. Sacking everything. Okay, there we go. It's a fire dragon. What we're gonna do is send in my abomination against him and back off. Maybe Stone Skin. And now we don't have a choice. I'm gonna use my Iron Shot because I do want him to go down as fast as possible. That was fantastic. I have no idea how much damage it dealt, because the Drake shouldn't have died so easily. And that's a good sign. It means that it's dealing a lot of damage. When you're in shell mode, you can't defend yourself. I mean, you can defend yourself, but, you know, defense is a bit good offense or whatever that quote is. Clearing out the rest of the floor. I gotta eat something when I have the chance. I still do prefer using the Hungerless to the hunger spells, you know, in most situations, but right now I'm carrying enough food that... Oh, thank you, Mephitic Cloud. Actually, instead of Mephitic Cloud, let's go straight to the Rapid Deconstruction. Yeah. Definitely go straight to the Rapid Deconstruction. And that, of course, downs most of them. Second chunk of Hippogriff Flesh. I should be at pretty good mana capacity. Or whatever, hunger capacity. Okay, and this floor is cleared, and with that my time ends. Last thing I'm going to do before I quit is to dump stuff on my dump stack. The Hippogriff Flesh must have gone bad. Let's drop the books that I have in my possession except for the Earth book, because I'm waiting on memorizing Dig and Statue Form. Let's drop half my bread rations. Let's drop... I do want the Ring of Sea Invisible on hand at all times, you know, because it's one of those things you swap to. Let's drop... There's nothing else that needs dropping, honestly. I guess I can drop the Silver Darts in favor of just quivering the stones at all times, because I don't mind wasting stones now that I have 107 and I have a reliable 3-mana stronger spell. Alright, thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys next time.